it is really cool how there's like a level of relatability that I feel like kids can watch on the show and actually learn about. Like I found the whole depression kitty thing really interesting. And is it Tito, the anxiety mosquito?
Yeah.
It's they
That's
do a
what
good
coming
job
at
of
it.
personifying feelings.
And mental health issues as well.
Honestly, yeah.
Breaking that stigma down, yeah.
There's a kitty that lays on you. It's the depression kitty.
It's and for
convinces you
anybody
gotta
and for
sleep.
anybody that has depression, that feeling of a weight on your chest is very, very relatable. Like that is an incredible way of personifying that.
We and I don't know if we knew it from the beginning. I mean, we knew we wanted to do hormone monsters. Like I remember when we were coming up with the show, and Andrew was like, we've been talking about like Andrew having like kind of like a hormone monster, and I immediately was just like, touch yourself, Andrew. Like it became very clear right away that it was like, oh, okay. But then we were like, all right, we got a hormone monster, and then we were like, oh, we need a hormone monstress, and Maya was already playing my mom, and she started playing that role.
She's so fucking good as the hormone monster.
Funniest.
It might be my favorite character. Both of them are incredible, but Maya.
She's the most talented. She's the funniest person, and then we started realizing like, oh, we can personify these. There's hormones, but then as we continue to build the show, it's like season 2, we had the shame wizard. And, because kids, especially at that age, you start to feel so much shame about your body, your feelings, all that. And then depression kitty started to come around. And then this season, we the new character is Tito, the anxiety mosquito. And I think, and it's this comedian, Maria Bamford, who's, if you haven't seen her, is one of the funniest, most interesting comedic voices that I've ever seen. She's super funny, and she but I think again in how we build the show, we talk to kids professionally. We like talk to sex educators, and then we'll talk to their kids like in their classes, and just in conversation I'll talk to kids who
You'll do research with the youth, with Gen Z.
We'll talk to like high school, and more high school than middle school, because of the subject matter, but some of it still obviously translates, and then also just like meeting kids and talking to like nieces and nephews and their friends about the show, and just talking to kids right now. I'm sure you get it in how you communicate with your fans. Like I think kids now have a lot more higher levels of anxiety and depression than I think I was around when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah, it's
100%. I think it lines up. We watched a show called The Social Dilemma where it says that it basically lines up directly with the advent and the epiphany of the cell phone and staring at a phone all day, and it has led to an increased level of depression, anxiety, as well as suicide attempts by teenagers. And it's so
it's heavy. It's there's a lot going on with it, and I think kids feel it. And I think so we start. It takes us like a year and a half to write and voice the show or more. So we started writing this season 4 our first conversations about it were probably like 2 years ago.
Wow.
And we were like, well, the election will be coming up, so maybe anxiety. I'm sure there will be a lot of anxiety around the election, and we just in talking to kids, we know that a lot of kids are feeling a lot of anxiety in general. We know that I feel more anxious than I did when I was younger, and so it felt like anxiety would be something worth exploring and figuring out all the ways the different kids kind of deal with it, and like how because anxiety treats us all differently. Like some of us, I think, like experience anxiety, social anxiety. Some of us experience like the feeling of catastrophic thinking about like some crazy shit that's going to happen in the world, and then all of a sudden, as we're getting ready to put the show out, a global pandemic hits, and like everything gets thrown up into the like everyone's anxiety's got to be fucking
sky high.
Like it's. So we didn't realize there was going to be a global pandemic, but I guess we're just lucky.
Yeah, you were on the right side of it.